Hello.
Welcome to Knit Night. I'm Liz, and I'm here with Therese and Joe Bob, who is having breakfast because it's tomorrow where she is. If you haven't watched us before, Joe's in another continent, so we have time zone issues. And she's got rocking the lovely messy bun.
I don't know how to do it. I tried my best. Why don't I look cute like Tabitha? What's going on?
You look adorable. Stop.
It's a bit wild. I'm getting cozy. Do you know what? The temperature was 100 degrees this week. And thankfully, we had rain last night and this morning, and the temperature has dropped enough for me to put my dressing gown on and get cozy with you all tonight.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, we are waiting on a special guest who should be here shortly. That Joe's
excuse me for eating my breakfast come lunch. Chicken dim sim, apparently. I don't know what's really in it. Could be horse meat for all I know, but I'm going to enjoy it. So excuse me.
As long as it's good.
Hang on, I lost my hook.
Oh no.
It's good as far as gas station food goes.
Oh, Chicken Lady's in the kitchen cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Situations on her way home. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Ethelwyn. Christine. Lori Man. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the chat. We're a little slow getting started because it's Monday and it sucks. So basically, we have rain coming in from those storms from California. So it's not out here.
I woke up to very sad news that my king's got cancer.
Yep. I know. I'm sorry. Cancer sucks. Nobody should have cancer.
No. Yeah, cancer sucks. So that was sad.
Well, hopefully it's treatable.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully it is. You know, I haven't got my King Charles coin yet, so no, I'm kidding. That's a terrible thing to say. No, I've got you know what? I've got my Queen Elizabeth coffee cup and my Queen Elizabeth bobblehead, so I'm happy. But long live King Charles.
Yeah, I wish. I believe that's you, Joe.
It's the king.
Is he calling to check in?
Yeah, he's calling to let you know how he is.
Oh, that's so kind of him. I guess his son's going home finally.
And did we ever imagine we would ever use the words Queen's bobblehead in the same sentence?
No. But society and culture changes, and what people collect are different than they used to be. You could get a little bobble Hawaiian doll for your dashboard on your car. Now you can get a bobble queen, I guess.
I'll be right back. I've got to go and take that call. I'm sorry, it is a little bit of an emergency. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Thanks.
No worries. So, Therese, what are you working on?
I am working on. Okay, I was working on.
A
murder knit shawl until I somehow picked it up and all the first stitches were all dropped off.
Oh no.
And I don't know how all the rest of the stitches were on the needle, but somehow all the first stitches were dropped off. So I said, So now I'm going to, I'll fix it later. I'm just crocheting a shawl.
Oh, what stitch are you using?
Double crochet. It's the best.
Not your favorite linen.
My favorite linen?
The linen
stitch. Linen stitch. Yeah, no, not this time. This is fuzzy yarn. And I didn't. And it's acrylic, so blocking the linen stitch and such would not be.
No, that would not be good.
I don't think fuzzy yarn would be good for linen stitch.
No. I found that there's a lot of things that fuzzy yarn doesn't look good in.
Yeah. This was just stuff I got clearance on Hobby Lobby for $1.74. So yeah,
Hey, Hobby Lobby that's cut back on its yarn, I see,
drastically.
which is
Every
unfortunate because they actually had some good variety.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm sad. Our Hobby Lobby went from, I'd say, a good 4 or 5 aisles of yarn,
Mine used to be like that, but I
and
haven't been.
now it's like an aisle and a half. It's crazy. It's
That's a
sad.
shame because their yarn was better quality
I
than a
felt,
lot
yeah.
of the other places. But
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like our Michaels or our Joann's really. It seems like their quality has gone down and their stock, the amount they carry has gone down, I think. At least here it is.
yeah, that's how last time I went into a Michael's, it was like that. I couldn't find what I wanted, and it was basic stuff. And then I was
Mhm.
looking just, oh, thank you, Kat says. Yeah, it finished. I finished this yesterday, and I only had to bind off 750 stitches because I decided
Ooh,
to ruffle
really?
on it. So you can see
Wow.
there's a little ruffle edge.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh.
And it's not duster linked because I got tired of it. So I am
Yeah.
going to do a duster linked one, but it's going to be different. The shaping technique is going to be different than this.
Mhm.
But I wanted the red cardigan to wear because I wanted a red one. And no,
Sure.
it's not the
Yeah.
49ers or the Chiefs.
Yeah.
No, it suits you. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
So how long did you go to? Is it over your butt?
Yes, it's about like midway down my thigh.
Mm.
So it's maybe
Okay,
not.
that's a good long cardi.
I haven't blocked it, so I don't know exactly how well it's gonna grow once I soak it. It'll probably grow some, but yeah, I like this knotted knit two together bind off because it looks like a picot without having to do a picot, and
Mhm.
it's so much easier. But when
Mhm.
on 750 stitches, it's not easier.
No.
But
What's the
it's
yarn?
really it is Fiber Owl yarn. I found her on Etsy and she is awesome. Great customer service. This is her sport weight, which is a heavy fingering. And cherry chocolate is the color. And she's got some great yarn. She's on Etsy. Lovely to deal with. Really good prices. Very consistent dyer. I really like her stuff. And but I think our special guest is here.
Oh, goody.
Everybody say hello to Murder Knit.
Hey!
Tabitha's in the house.
Hello.
Welcome
Hello.
to your first appearance with us. At least I'm here. And Neil couldn't even bother to show up.
Oh, he's an
Oh,
ass.
Typical bloke. Tabitha, how do you do this, love? I tried. I'm just not sure if I'm messy enough.
Here.
Show me how you do it. Do you have to like hang your head upside down? Ah, look how yeah. And then what do I do? Oh, I didn't do the twisty bizzo.
She has a
And
lot
then-
more hair than you, Joe.
What have you? Oh, hang on then. Hang on.
She even wore a dressing gown for you, Tabitha.
I got a clip.
Love
That's what
it.
I missed. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, good grief! This big knotted.
Now we're a hairstyling podcast.
Oh, cousin it. Hang on. So I got to flip upside down, ditch the elastic. Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. How much hair can a person have? Hang on. Do that one.
Now she's doing her hair in her car. I
Hang
mean,
on. Now I got
It
to
truly is a mobile office.
twist. Hang on. How do you twist it when your bloody big man hands are in the way? What am I doing? Oh, up in the air twist like a unicorn. Hang on, unicorn. Ow! Unicorn. Go round the corner. I think it's all falling out at the back. And then where do you put the clip? On top. Oh, shit.
There you go. You did it, Joe Bob.
Oh, God, it doesn't feel right. Okay. Okay. Oh, lucky I brought a clip. So I did it all wrong. I did the bloody hair elastic thing in my bobbity.
Yeah, I don't use.
gosh. Okay, now I feel much cuter. Okay.
So welcome, Tabitha.
Welcome.
Glad
Thank you.
you. We've missed you. I know
Oh,
life's gotten
Tabs,
its way for you.
I
Here.
need all your fashion advice.
I'll be right back. Hang
There's
on.
bits okay, that's what she said. There's bits falling out everywhere. Mm.
She's not coming back.
Oh no! I've offended our guest.
No, you
Come on,
haven't.
Buttercup.
Hang on.
Okay, do I look better with this messy? Is this right now? I'm sure it is. God, I feel like I've got everything half hanging out. That's what she said. Hang on, where is she?
Yay.
Yay.
Tabitha. You know, it's been 100 degrees here and I'm sitting here in a bloody dressing gown. Lucky
I just
it
got
rained.
mine out of the dryer so I could match.
Look at you, sweetie pie. How much I've missed you. Look at this. Look at this, Tabitha. What do you think, Tabs? Do you like this?
Is that a murdered it shawl? Shut the front door.
What could it be?
It looks really pretty in that yarn.
Look at you.
Oh, I can't hear
need-
you, Tabs. Hang on, let me do my magic trick. Okay, what did you say, Tabs?
I said, look at you.
Yeah, but guess what? It's not a murder knit shawl.
You son of a bitch.
Do you like this? Look what I cast on.
What is
It's not
it?
a murder knit shawl. I'm not going to tell you lies. You know I can't tell you fibs, Tabitha. It is the Reach for the Stars shawl that my friend Therese put me onto for that special skein that you just don't know what the heck to do with. And this is
Hold on
actually,
a second.
I don't know if this is controversial or not. This is 3 Irish girls, Yarn Incorporated, who I don't know if they're still alive or not. Apparently one of them is. Colorway Supernova. So I thought Supernova, perfect for Reach for the Stars.
Mm-hmm. So
There you
Elle,
go.
that's
Tricked ya.
making your cow there, Tabitha. That's awesome.
Thank you.
I'm, however, am making a murder knit shawl. See,
Oops.
Good
See,
for
they're
you.
almost the
Fuck off, Joe.
See, look. I have to be
I
giving
cast this on.
another
I
one.
cast this on and I thought they're all going to think I've lost my marbles and I'm making a murder knit shawl. Almost the
What's-
same, probably ripped off from the same all original asymmetrical triangular shawl.
Chicken Lady
Design.
thought it was a cardinal, but now she knows it's not a cardinal. But it's the same red.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
I got some yarn from Chicken Lady today, and it is gorgeous. It is the Thicket
Thicket.
in her silky base, which I don't know if you can get,
Yeah.
but it's so soft. It's like such a pretty colorway. I think it's one of my favorites of hers. It's got all these blues and greens and dark colors.
Tabitha, don't you have that mohair?
I do.
I haven't.
I was gawking at it. Oh,
Me too.
look at that. Oh.
Ooh.
That is
Yeah, I love it in
oh,
mohair. It glows. But that's not
Yeah.
it. That's what I'm doing my murder knit shawl in. This is it.
Mhm.
That's it. That's it. Wow.
It's so pretty.
It's a very nice green.
It
Mhm.
is.
Beautiful.
I
Mine's
love
at-
that too, Lynn.
Mine's at DK weight. Well,
DK mohair.
Yeah, I never worked with
Yeah.
that stuff.
Ooh,
Hey,
I've
Amy,
got a
we miss you
stash of
too.
that stuff.
but I don't know if she's going to carry it in her shop all the time.
Mm.
I don't know if it's like worth it because it's expensive.
Yes. Unless you collected it in the 80s, it is very expensive. Eight
Yeah.
ply mohair.
I don't know
Do-
how
do
much
you
it
have
will
it-
sell.
80s, Joe?
I've got some really pretty shiny 80s mohair, actually in red, white, and blue. I was just thinking about that the other day. What can I make with that one? I've got a tub full of 80s mohair in all different colours. Yes, magenta, red, white,
Amy.
and blue, yellow, pink. Yeah, it's pretty hideous stuff, but I'm going to knit it.
Oh, hey, speaking of 80s yarn, hang on. I found something.
Special order only for the DK mohair, according to Lynn. So,
Ooh, okay.
what about
I
the
can
silky?
understand
Look
that.
at this crap.
Too?
Look
Or
at
can
this
you get
crap.
that?
That's Jiffy.
Oh my God, Jiffy!
Jiffy.
Oh my
That's gotta be
goodness.
from- when did they stop
Where
making
did
that?
you find that?
This was from a box that got moved from halfway around the eastern seaboard.
There
This
you
is-
go.
Literally 80s, maybe early 90s, but I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think it's 80s.
Wow.
80s Jiffy. It's a treasure.
Disgusting. It's disgusting.
The price of
feels
yarn is
awful.
only increasing. It's a good investment.
And it's a good insulator. Not when it's 100 degrees, but
No.
So you've been flipping your stash, Therese. What are you making?
Okay. Lynn says the
Um,
silky is special order only.
Mm.
Anybody? It's so soft. I'm making this for my daughter, and she just like was in awe of it. It's so soft. It's even softer than her cashmere.
mm,
So, and it's Aran weight. Same yardage, I think, or close. So. That one's for you, Tree.
I am. Thank you. I think it's like barometer, that kind of thing. It's comes and goes, but thank you. Today's okay.
So
I
Tabitha,
haven't
what-
finished
working on?
object. Oh, what are you working on, Tabitha? I want to hear about that.
Oh, my Morticia shawl that I'm not going to allow Joe to knit.
Are you like
So-
those designers who put copyright on it saying you can't knit this or
Yeah.
sell
Knit
this,
this.
and Joe can't knit it?
Yeah, I'm going to put on the pattern in Block Magazine, not for Joe Bob.
Did not sell to Joe Bob. Deny her.
It's just a play on the Murdered It shawl, but there's a straight line. So in the end, it looks like a big old G-string.
Oh, definitely something I need.
Yeah,
Definitely
it's
something I
cool.
need.
No, that's really pretty. That's potions, right? You're using
No, this is Crow and Crescent
Pearl and
Vengeance.
Crest. That's right. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
That's
red.
pretty.
No. So I've got to get it done. I'm on a strict deadline.
Always.
Yeah. But I want to be on the cover, so I have to have it done, my photo done by the 14th. And I'm like between work and doing things at the school, and I just haven't had the time.
You're getting on the cover. You're gracing the
Yeah.
cover.
Well, I'm
Wow.
forcing him, or I'm going to call for a boycott of Block Magazine. Bastard.
Yeah, that's
He'll
What-
lose
what-
millions.
What type of victimhood could you claim?
What an honor.
Oh no. Sorry, Neil. Sorry you don't feel good.
Oh,
Aw, you would be
Headache.
fine with it. Hopefully you feel better soon though.
yeah. That's
He
I
couldn't
hope
get
he
his
don't.
wings into a messy bun. That's what it was.
Amy still wants the centerfold in a bathrobe.
He could not get that messy bun worked out.
Nope, just been knitting on this, trying to get my life together, and it's not working, but that's it.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I think everybody's lives are in flux right
Oh.
now.
Mine's in the doghouse. It's shite at the moment. What is going on with the world? Cut us a break.
Chicken Lady wants to see a centerfold of Murder Knits too.
A centerfold? Oh, that's taking things a bit far. Don't you think?
Well, you know, they say we talk about sex all the time, so clearly Block Magazine needs a centerfold now. You know,
Hang on. I'm the one that knit the knee-high socks. Surely that's more centerfold than your bathrobe. Or both. But, no. That's how it goes. He could be so fickle, that Neil, but what an honour, Tabitha, to be asked to be on the cover of Block
Oh, I
Magazine.
wasn't asked. I demanded.
Oh,
I wasn't asked.
I'm sure
wait,
the
no.
invitation is in
He's
your
so-
emails.
Ladies in blocked calendar. Oh, Neil said, let's do it. Tabitha. I'm not sure which let's do it that's referring
Yeah,
to.
what,
Gonna-
what do you do?
Oh, wow.
Amy,
I'm
I
a
don't
married
know- I
woman,
don't
Neil.
know if the world can handle a
Tommy's
ladies
not
in
watching.
blocked calendar.
You wouldn't even see, imagine Tabitha in the bathtub. You wouldn't even see her messy bun with all the yarn on top of her. Like it would be overflowing like bubbles out of a bubble bath.
It'd just be my
Wouldn't even
feet
see
popping
the
out
messy-
like those OnlyFans fetishes. Just the feet.
Oh, foot fetish. Oh, God. Oh, my goodness.
Joe could
Yep,
be in her car in
definitely.
her socks with her feet up on the dashboard with her socks.
Oh, God. I'd hang them out the window for that. And the
this is-
police officer standing by.
This is how rumors get started because now it's going to be, oh, Tabitha, she sells pictures for her feet.
God, I wish. You know how much money I'd be in right now?
People do what they gotta do. No
Wow.
judgment of feet pics. A little creepy, but as long as a stranger's not touching them.
There is a Tabitha pattern that really does interest me, the reflections of the mind cow. But I've seen it in so many variations now. I'm a bit confused because I was hoping to just do, is it DK?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was hoping just to use a full skein and then a mini and just do a cowl that goes around my thick, meaty neck. But I've seen people doing like twists in it and headband sort of styles.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the-
that's what it is.
That's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
Fuck it.
Can you
I'll do my
watch
own
her
version.
podcast? She talked about making a twist.
Yeah, I saw the twist. I thought the twist must have been a mistake that she stuffed up when she was grafting it together.
Well, I couldn't figure out how to do it right. I'm just like, fuck it. I just did what Amy told me to do. So it is kind of a mistake. Because it's not the twist that I wanted. But I couldn't figure it out.
Elle said she did one full skein and 120 gram and 120 gram mini on her.
Oh, that's what I'm going to do. But hang on, but what finishing
Holly's
technique
in
does she
Michigan.
use?
Hi, neighbor.
You can just sit, like kidney stitch it, and then do
Okay.
no twist, and it's just like a tube.
Yeah.
But if you don't
Yeah.
do the mini, it's too tight, and you're like choking yourself. Which, if you're into,
No.
I mean,
I definitely
I'm
need
not.
Here
a
we
mini.
go again.
I do
We're gonna get rumors about us.
I do have my beautiful Sweet Mountain Crafts murder knits DK with a mini. So that would be perfect.
Elle says sandwich the ends and sew together for the twist.
Oh yeah, no, that would take up
There's
too
some
much room.
videos
That
too
might
that
be
show how to do
breaking.
that on a
I've got
Pinterest.
that
There's some
head.
videos that show that.
It's got to get over the messy bun. So I think I would do it and graft it together. I would take the time to graft it together.
Yeah.
Or Kitchener stitch it together, as I'm not allowed to say anymore.
Well, we're not allowed to say tink back anymore either, evidently.
I say so many things I'm not allowed to say. Oh, well, oops. So what is the go? Does anybody in the chat know what the go is with the 3 Irish girls from, are they in Minnesota? Duluth? Where's Duluth?
Minnesota.
North,
No, North
Okay,
Dakota.
so 3 Irish girls were huge a few years ago and doing lots of wholesale sales and appearing in local yarn stores all over the world. And I love their colorways. I have got quite the stash, but they're no longer available here. And I saw some snarky Reddit shit about them not fulfilling orders
That's what I read
in
a while ago.
December 2022. But then the next thing I saw, 2022? No.
No, it was last year.
Oh, so
on
it was.
Last year.
But yeah, I think things sort of fell apart during COVID. I remember a GoFundMe happening early 2020. So I'm really confused and I'm not sure. And then I saw something where one of the ladies, Erin, was doing shows like fibre festivals or stalls or market stalls. And now I have no clue whether they're a viable business that you can order from or not. Does anybody know?
I think they used to sell them at Eat Sleep and Knit, but I haven't seen them there in like over a year or two.
I'm wondering if they went to that Disaster, Woolfolk, whatever, Disaster too.
I don't
Anybody,
remember.
if anybody knows the lovely ladies or lady and they're still in business, let me know, because I really do. Their colours are beautiful, just beautiful. And like I said, I have the stash. Maybe I'll have to budget it and make sure it lasts me for the next 5 years.
So, Joe, have you worked on your new Chicken Lady yarn yet?
No, I have not. I'm still thinking of all the ideas. I'm really not certain what I want to make. But I do want to use all the minis with the black from the advent.
Coggy says
Yarn
the
is
up
in
and the yarn
stock.
is in stock.
Thanks, Coggy. Well, I will. I was really concerned because when I Googled them, all I saw was all the snarky stuff. And I thought, oh, that would be a bit of a hit and miss then if I tried to order some at some stage. They have beautiful colorways. But I do have a tub of it. That doesn't mean I have to stop collecting it, though, for the future, for the apocalypse. Oh, good. Okay. I just wasn't sure what was going on because I know there was some sort of GoFundMe and then there was lots of snark. Not that, I believe all the snark. I just don't want to send money away and then not have any goods in return. That would be awful.
You mean like Lady Di?
Mm.
You still never got everything?
That was an experience. That's okay. Live and learn. Live and learn. Oh, but I finished my socks and I didn't bring them. I finished them as in I still have the toes to graft. So I finished 2 long socks and they're looking great. A little bit concerned though, when I was finishing the second one, there was a surprisable difference in the amount of yarn left. There was quite a lot of yarn left. And I was thinking, is that my tension? And I put them on and they feel all the same, maybe a little bit softer and looser, maybe a little bit looser.
Was
and
it
that's why
one skein or 2 skeins?
2 skeins. I used two single skeins. And there's quite a lot of difference in the
one
yarn.
skein. Sometimes if I wind one skein into 2 balls, I think it's even and it's not. But if it's 2 separate skeins, it should have been the same. That's
Yeah,
weird.
2 separate skeins. Well, no, it could be that my tension was far more relaxed the second time round, so I've used less yarn. But thinking about February being a frog it or finish it month, thanks to Amy, I pulled this Puritanical Fun Run shawl out, and I am definitely going to finish it. I've realised that trying to knit it while I'm talking to you girls is useless because all I kept doing was frogging it back. So I am going to finish this. I did another section of the alpaca and I've started on another section of the mohair, silk mohair.
Pretty.
It is pretty and it inspired me to go back into my stash and find some more yarn, a single ply this time maybe, or just a very soft pure wool and a mohair. So, or not mohair, possibly silk alpaca. Maybe, possibly.
Ooh.
So I just really like how this looks. Yeah. So I pulled this monster out and Pinkover, it's all your fault, but I'm not going to knit it with you girls because invariably I stuff up my count, which is ridiculous because most of it's just garter stitch with a central decrease.
Well,
Is that the feather, that feather shawl by Andrea Mowry?
Yeah, Birds of a Feather.
I knitted
Fantastic.
that.
Yeah.
And my numbers were off.
Right.
I got like way off somewhere, and I'm like, I don't want to rip out mohair. So I just
Yeah.
kept going.
I did rip out mohair 3 times and then put this in the naughty corner. But I sat there 2 nights ago and did the section no problem. So I think I'm better off just watching YouTube podcasts while I do that instead of chatting to you girls because invariably I make a mistake. And then I was thinking the next version, I don't want to do the lace because that's where I usually stuff it up. I'm thinking of just doing plain garter in the 3 sections, still keep the 3 sections and just do plain garter instead of
That'd be
lace.
great.
It's all got to have the same numbers in the end. And then I cast this beauty on. Oh, I haven't done anything on my Loch Karen vest either after my marathon 10-hour day.
Oh, Neil, that's terrible. That's mean. You said you'd be able to wear it to King Charles's funeral. That's mean,
What?
Neil.
Hang on. What can I wear at King Charles's funeral?
Your black shawl.
Oh, yes. Yes, I definitely will get that done in time then, just in case he croaks it next month. Okay,
Well,
yes.
Since Neil didn't get you any reparations, I doubt you're going to be invited to the funeral, Joe.
Well, I don't need to be invited. I'd have my own pity party at home. I'd do my own wake for Charlie and down a few drinks for Charlie. You know, he's pretty much Australian. You know, he spent so much time here kissing girls on the beach, and so no, he's pretty much Australian, that bloke, King Charlie. So definitely, Neil, I'll get it done for February. Finish it or frog it.
Now
I'll-
he's definitely going to finish it.
I'll finish it, and then he can croak it, and I'll be all fashionable with my messy bun and beautiful shawl.
Oh. We don't want anyone to die from cancer, so
No.
No, full stop. Nobody die. Everybody live forever. Be old and crabby and miserable forever. Just like Neil James.
well, he'll be down under soon, Neil.
God.
Not understood. That
Is
is
your
a,
headache
that
making
is
you cruel?
that is a pun that I just can't believe he came up with, and not Adam. I have got something on I really want you to not say that's beautiful. I want you to tell me your honest opinion while I consider frogging this project, please. Honest opinions, right?
Mhm.
Don't bullshit and go, it looks nice, because you know if I say it's horrible, it's horrible. You ready? Should I keep going on this with another, how many repeats have I done? Should
Hey,
I keep
Liz.
going on this with another, what have I done? 1, 2, 3. Oh, God. Should I keep going on this with another 30 repeats for a rectangular wrap? Hang on, not real rectangular at the moment. Or should I frog it because it's acrylic? That's my excuse.
Frog it.
Frog it.
All lace, and I've got to do this lace. Look, Amy, would you do this lace panel another 30 times?
How do you even? You can't even block acrylic to get it to open up.
Yeah. Good
It
question.
is pretty open. To be fair, look at it. It is pretty open. Can you?
Yeah,
not
but you're
see the-
holding it. You're holding it
Yeah,
open.
but it's here. Here, look. No, I'm
I
not. Look.
Well, that looks
I'm
like
not pulling
shit.
it looks like shit. God, I love you. Okay.
And Amy says frog it. Kagi says frog
Frog
it.
it. Thanks, guys, because I think if I'm going to do a complete open lace panel work for a shawl, I need to do it in wool. Thanks,
No.
girls.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
Liz,
that was
no one
easy.
said it's terminal. Neil is just acting like it's terminal because
Because
clearly
he's a
he's
drama
liking
queen.
Because
saying-
he's drama. Yeah.
Drama queen. Oh, I do love your honest opinions, because after 3 repeats, I kept thinking, do I want to do this for another 30? No, probably sit there all year and then I'll resent it. I liked the colour to start off with, but now I don't. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Pull it off. That's what he said. There we go. Off the needles, and that didn't hurt a bit. Look, that didn't hurt a bit. Frog it.
You already did
Rip,
February or
Rip.
frog it. There you go.
rip. That only took me, 4 hours the other night. Who cares? I'll never get that time back again.
Frog 2 cast-ons the other day. Nothing was wrong with them other than the pattern wasn't showing up in the yarn. So I'll save the yarn for something else.
Okay. Thanks, girls. Great decision. I feel a lot better now for not wanting to do a full rectangular lace shawl in acrylic. Why would it make it any better if it was in wool? I don't know.
Because it would feel nicer and be warmer and last longer.
And it wouldn't be green. green just wasn't the right color, I don't think. Sorry to all those people. See, it's quite open, Tabs, but now it's
Yeah,
quite
but once you
dead.
throw it in the dryer, it's gonna
Yeah.
curl up and change. When you throw acrylic in the dryer, it changes what it looks like.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
I
kill
don't
it.
own a tumble dryer, but I did think about you, how you said that, a certain sweater melted, Charlie Brown. So I
It
thought, well, I
did.
don't want to even give it to somebody who might put it in the dryer and then it might melt into a molten ball of bath.
He still wears
Okay.
that sweater every day.
Well,
I need to knit him another one.
at least
That's
he's happy.
He loves it.
I love Charlie Brown, but the kids these days, they just don't know who he is. Okay, well, I've got some more stitch markers. That's good. Where shall I pop them? Oh, I know.
Therese, how's your
Therese,
phone?
what's your FO?
My FO.
Look at
I
this.
finished
love
my Pines. Oh, wrong way. Pines
Yeah.
and Needles shawl. Uh-oh.
Oh,
That is so
wow.
pretty.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's just the right size. It's not too big, but it's not one of them tiny bandanas.
Yeah, you don't like big shawls, do you?
No, I like them just about this size.
That's
That's
awesome.
Yeah.
Pines and Needles. I like it.
Very nice. Very nice.
Towards the end, I was a little over the pattern.
Yeah.
You know, but it's okay. So that's
So what's your next shawl cast on then? Oh, I was looking for that needle.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to
don't
cast on next.
Mm.
Elle says Amba O'Brien has a new shawl that you can knit quickly holding that yarn double.
Which one?
Who, me? Is that for
I
me?
guess.
Yes, I'm sure it's you.
I already own quite a few of Amber's shawl patterns that I've never actually knit yet. And that's my guilty. I feel guilty about that because it's so beautiful.
She
And
has
I've
some
got
lovely
tons of
patterns.
fingering. I did do her pop cardie. I have done the adventurer shawl in scraps, and I mean scraps. Like I had 3 gazillion ends to weave in. Yeah, Amber's patterns are very nice. I highly recommend. Oh, there's one I want to do. It's really pretty, called the Xanthi shawl. And she's done hers in a black and then a pop of colour. It's really nice. So yeah, she has lots of nice shawls that I haven't knit yet. And there's one that I did in cotton that I would do again and again. It was really good. What else? I saw somebody else was knitting an Amber O'Brien shawl amongst our group. Can't remember which one it was.
I have one saved for my Advent.
Oh,
from Saturday
Lavella.
Studios.
Lavella shawl. That's a nice one. Yeah, she's a good pattern writer. You know, they're easy to read, easy to knit. You just got to put the effort in for the fingering. What else? She's got one that's all different colours. No, it's different sections. A crescent sort of. Kimber shawl. I've got that pattern too, which I haven't done yet. You can do it in small or large, or extra large.
It's the Dreamy Valentines. Is that the name of the new one?
Oh, the new one I haven't seen. Okay.
Let me write that up.
Okay, I've not. Yeah, if you don't mind, could you pull that up for me to have a look while I frog this green acrylic, which I don't know what I'm going to do with now. But anyway, maybe I'll give it to Cherry. Deep Sea, it's called, and it's just a colour that I wouldn't really. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking.
Oh, she did it for Hobby.
For who?
It's on Hobby's
Hobby?
website.
Oh,
Hobby
okay. Is it multicolored or is it red?
Nope,
pink?
it's solid. It's solid. with little
Valentine.
It's their
So it's triangular with a texture.
they're little hearts.
Oh, very
Wow.
cute.
They're little
Very
heart
cute,
shaped.
Amber. Well done. She's a good designer. I think she's a good designer. But I was looking for this needle, so that was good to go into that bag. Oh, Tabitha, I'm sweating in this. Hang on, I have to get my dressing gown off. I've got to get my gear off. I'm
It comes in 2
sweating.
sizes, easily adapted to most yarn weights.
See, Lynn, 2 sizes for a shawl. That's all you need. She called me a racist the other day because I said small and large. She wants extra, extra small and extra large. I think she was just picking on me. Oh, this messy bun business. It's all over town like a mad woman's shit. Look at it. Oh, my God. I don't know
She
how
said
you
there's
made.
She said there's a bulky version of it, I guess.
Oh, of course there is. Oh, my goodness. Tabitha, how do you keep this going?
She's just watching you.
Joe, the whole point of the messy bun is that you don't mess with it.
Anne says save that for the centerfold, Joe.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
she said
falling out.
she said Amber's Instagram has it in black for the bulky size, and it's very pretty and super fast. So
Oh, okay.
everybody's got bulky yarn they want to use.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
I don't have any bulky yarn.
Mm-mm.
I don't have
I
very
That's like
much.
the one thing I don't have sport weight and I don't have bulky.
I have one
Sport
thing in
weight's
sport
hard
weight.
to
That's it.
buy.
I have some sport weight. I don't have any real bulky because I live in the desert. So
Oh my gosh. Whew. Hot diggity. It's getting sweaty down here. It's like Amy's swamp ass weather. Lucky I got my shortals on.
taking off on the robe on camera, my eyes, according to. Oh, see, Neil could be here for this, but he doesn't feel up to it. So, shame on him.
I might knit a cable hat. Anyone just got a plain free pattern for a plain cable hat? Oh, I should look through your designs first, Liz, before I say that, because you love the little cables and you got lots of
You tested
easy.
it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Cables.
Yeah, I should go and look through your patterns again.
Oh, thank you. Just let me know. If anybody's not paying attention or haven't seen, Amy from Two Sisters and Some Yarn is doing her February or Frog It. I think that's the hashtag you use on Instagram. So if you finish the project, you frog it at the end of the month, kind of like the Puritanical Fun Run, but during Valentine's Day month. I guess.
Hashtag me. I just frogged it. Hashtag me. Hashtag me. I just
Oh.
frogged it.
That's for you,
Too late. Prize for someone else.
for Tab.
Hello, everyone.
Yes. I was supposed to go live with Neil this week too, but he's probably gonna say that he's sick and cancel on me again.
Oh, there's for Paisley. Anne's hanging out with Molly.
Aw.
Paisley is she's at a friend's house. They had no school today, which is why I'm here because I don't have to work. So she
Wow,
had a
fantastic.
sleepover last night.
Fantastic. What else is happening?
I don't know what you got going on in your mobile office there.
I don't know. I'm looking at different yarn colours and combinations and thinking this could be something. I don't know. This.
Neil's making comments, Tab.
Well, I can't see him, so
Says your nose
they
is
don't
growing.
exist.
Might
His
make
what?
a hat.
He says your nose is growing. I think he's calling you Pinocchio and a liar.
Okay, well, his ass canceled. He conveniently forgot to log on to Telegram the last time we were supposed to go live. And now he's sick.
Oh, what a letdown.
Yeah.
What case were you going to talk about, or were you going to go after?
We were supposed to talk about something we were going to go over the last issue that he did, but now there's some stuff on Craft Snark that he might want to. I messaged him on Telegram about a yarn dyer, that sock yarn obsession drama that's happening, and
Oh, those.
I have
that-
bought
It's just a den of hypocrites there. Just a den of hypocrites. because
Well,
they
that
and
would
I
be
don't
so-
post on there, but they were the ones that said,
Thinking about it.
"Oh, Hobby Lobby's stealing Indie Dyer's colors," and now they're
Oh.
so what? Did Hobby Lobby steal her colors too?
I've been saying
Like
that
you
for
guys
years.
don't remember the shit you say.
Go back to
Well,
like
Because the shit
2008.
they say doesn't fit the new narrative, so they have to
Right.
pretend they never said it.
Oh,
He's-
Tabitha,
Well-
I know why Neil didn't want a podcast with you because he wanted to talk about himself and you wanted to talk about somebody else.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Hey Joe, Lynn's got a pattern for you.
Hat number 5. Oh, okay. Hat number 5. Thank you. I'll how many stitches do I need to cast on? Just let me know. Actually, what weight is it? Is it DK? I can't. Well, I'm talking to you girls, so I can't be touching my phone. I'll kill myself. I'll be
Uh,
in another country in another time zone.
Yeah, I
Um,
saw that L going after the men yarn thing too.
Oh yeah.
Evidently, men yarn can't exist
How many
because it sends
stitches?
people.
I'll cast on. How many stitches do I need, Linny? Please, somebody. You know I'm useless at the technological stuff. I'll just do my German twisted cast on. Oh my goodness, how mean is DK? How mean is she for her sock class to ask them to do a German twisted cast on?
That one's not that bad.
Oh, it's deplorable. Come on.
Well,
It only took me 30 years to decide it was a cast on I should learn. And then
I learned from
socks,
was it the ranunculus that had that?
no, it had
That's-
oh, it
That's
depends if you're
tubular.
doing the short neck or the long neck, the
Yeah,
wide
it's
neck or the
tubular.
short neck. I
Yeah,
did
'cause it was-
tubular.
Yeah, I know. I did the other one.
She's teaching her class, her homeschooling class or whatever co-op class, socks. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, 2 needles, flat socks, and then a seam. No, with a cable cast on. So nice and easy to sort of get the idea. No, she's bang straight in, German twisted cast on, DPNs or magic loop, I think.
No DPNs. She's
DPN.
having DPNs.
She's killing them.
I would have a
Killing
problem
them
with
straight
that.
away.
I do socks on Magic Loop when I do socks.
me too.
She's a taskmaster. I thought it was like a masterclass for socks. But it's funny because when you do the German twisted cast on for so long, the long tail cast on, then I forget how to do just the basic long tail cast on. And I have to think about it for a few seconds before I do that cast on now. How many stitches? I'll cast it on. I'll get crack-a-lacking on it right away.
I don't know what pattern it is.
Number 5 hat. Number 5 hat on Ravelry is probably a completely different yarn. I'm sitting here with something that looks like a sport weight that I found at the charity shop.
Is it
But, you
number
know, I've always
5?
got yarn in the
Number
back of my
5 on Hot
office.
right now.
Is it?
I don't know. Is the number 5 the name? Hat number 5 on Ravelry. Okay.
Hat number. Yeah. Lynn said hat number 5, as in NO.5. How many stitches are my German long tail twisted cast on?
There's beanie number 5. There's
There's a
Really?
ear
bunch of-
flaps number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'm not ear flapping anything right now.
Squirrel
I'm
hat.
like, really? Cute.
There's a lot of hat number 5s.
Yeah.
I want the
I
one
don't
Lynn
think-
said.
Oh,
Well, I don't
maybe
know
it's the number 5 Aaron cap.
Oh,
That
it's
has
Aaron.
cables.
I don't
Is it
know.
No, it's
Aaron?
bulky, and no, it's not it anyway. It's not.
Oh, free pattern. Come on, Lynn.
Hmm.
Point us in the right direction and I'll frog this and cast on again. I've got plenty of different yarns sitting in my back office.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
which
still
one of these
in a hat.
it is. So I'm not
Well,
sure.
you
which
cast
one-
on a murder knit shawl.
Oh, hang on. Let me just get back to my reach for the stars. Sure. Hang on.
Trick purse because she's
How is that one any different than mine? She probably copied me. Like I didn't copy Andrea Mowry.
You
This
adapted.
came out.
There's a
What year
difference.
did this come out? This pattern is really pretty, and Therese put me onto this pattern. It was
Thanks a lot, Therese.
No, I'm wondering when I did this allegedly, because I always tell everybody to make your murder knit shawl.
Well,
When did I tell you that, Joe Bob?
clearly yours is an adaptation.
Controversy.
Tab, because you didn't use Spin Cycle.
Controversy. Here we go. Here's a picture. Controversy. It's got pattern on half of it and garter on half of it. Oh,
I have no
it's-
recollection of this shawl at all.
Okay.
I have no idea about that shawl.
I don't
think you're fibbing.
Therese put me onto this. This was
I think you're fibbing, is what I think.
a knit along for August 2021. This was a knit along for the olive
Okay,
tree
well that
knits.
was pre-murder knit shawl.
Okay. Neil says it hurts when people don't knit your shawl, doesn't it, Tabitha?
Where's my camera?
Oh, I really want to do that. The ugly cat. I'm watching.
Okay,
Annie,
so-
of course.
Lynn is looking it up.
Oh, thank you, Lynn, because these girls are useless to me. You're my only salvation. Lynn.
2021. See, I am vindicated.
2021. It's all Teresa's fault. I've been coveting it and wanted to knit it for a long, long time. That ugly cat shawl. I watched my best friend Annie with Teesside
It's absolute
Knitters.
shit. It's absolute
It's
shit. Don't you?
gorgeous.
No,
it is
it's
gorgeous.
shit.
It's beautiful. All those short rows to keep your attention going.
Fuck. No, mine
Oh,
got bigger and bigger. It's as long as my bed is.
That's what I need. I need a big shawl. Everybody needs a big shawl in their life. One of those cozy, wrap yourself up and not move off your office chair. That's what I
In
need.
order for me to get the right gauge, I have to like knit on a size 0 for that shawl. No joke.
If you needed to. He's
Well,
laughing.
Yeah, I have
It's
to go.
only little.
I have to go down.
How's Annie going to wear hers? She's only little. It'll swamp her.
Well,
I
she
don't know.
probably isn't a loose lady. She's not a lady of the night like me, so she's probably all high and tight and not loose.
Her gauge. Okay. We're talking about her tension, right?
I don't know. With archetypes of podcasts, you never know anymore. I mean, Anne was talking about Brazilian butt lifts on Politically Knitters, so.
Right. I was like, where the hell did that come from? Brazilian butt lifts. I don't know. Anne Pinkova, I don't know. She's not a loose woman. Her gauge is perfect.
Brits are prim
Her
and
stitches are
proper
perfect.
tight, according to Neil.
Well,
Hat number 5. Come on, Lynn. You save me, Lynn. I've got
I'm
some
not going to
yarn.
respond to that comment. I don't want to get you guys banned or flagged, so.
You're here. That's enough.
Stuff has been on here.
I know.
You're here. Oh, I can't believe you finally made it. You finally graced us with your presence.
No, I finally had a day off.
I understand. Fantasticals. So, Tabs, what else is going on? How many have you like murdered all the cousins so you don't have to knit them sweaters, or are you still doing 15 cousin sweaters?
No, I didn't frog them. I put all that yarn in a bin and I put it on top of Wayland's closet because I can't even stomach it knitting for them anymore. They've said so many awful things about me and my husband. My husband who bought the yarn.
Yeah.
And it's just with everything that's going, because they're very political. Like, I know that I get political and Neil and I get political and stuff like that, but they're very political and they take it out on family. And
Yeah.
generally, when we have family events, nobody talks politics. It's never brought up. It's always, we understand we don't agree, but we're family. And they can't do
Yeah.
that. And so they've publicly made comments about me and my husband and other family members. And it's just, I can't knit for them knowing that they think we should be dead.
Yeah, no. It
That's
sucks
cool.
the joy out of gift giving.
It does.
I
and
thought you were
like-
just finally sick of knitting the same sweater over and over
No,
again.
It's a lovely pattern. It's gorgeous. I don't really like the yarn because it's a high twist yarn and it's kind of a pain in the ass to do color work with high twist. I would
Yeah,
change the
dude.
yarn if I were to do it again. But it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, my mother-in-law told me to be the bigger person because it's for the kids, but they're never going to put the kids in them. The ones that I did make, they never, because the idea was is that they all take a picture in the sweater and then, because we'll never see each other, we live so far apart, I was going to put
Yeah.
all the photos together and have one big photo of all of the great grandkids wearing the
Oh,
sweater.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the people that did get this sweater, they've never sent me pictures of the kids wearing them.
Oh,
So
that's a
it's like,
shame.
Bob.
That sucks.
what's the point?
Yeah, that really sucks.
Baker Knit says that there's a Pearl Soho hat pattern for one of their sport weight yarns that says cast on 144. And
144. Okay.
Tabitha L wants to know if you and Neil can discuss Scott Peterson motions when you guys get together.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Oh, needle.
I might piss everybody off.
We can agree to disagree nicely.
About what? Well, we always disagree
Okay.
about stuff
Okay,
nicely,
I agree
surely.
with you that it should be fully investigated. However,
Yeah.
I still think we did it.
I don't think he did it. I think he was going to, like, the people just beat him to it.
Oh,
Because there were too
yes.
many people that eyewitnesses who saw her when Scott was out on the water and she was alive. And the cops just didn't interview them or talk to them and the jury selection for the trial was awful. So it's a case of the cops and the prosecutor not doing their jobs correctly to ensure that this wouldn't happen.
Well, I think he's as guilty as Casey Anthony, so that's my opinion. If they prove me wrong, then he should get out of jail. But I still think he did it because he was telling his girlfriend that his wife was dead when she was only missing a day, and that's
Well, I think he was planning to kill her, and he just didn't care. He was just. But
Does
I
somebody
don't know the
mention-
statistics on if innocent projects, like if they take on cases that have no chance, or is there a
Well,
reason why,
the
You're not
Innocence
gonna
Project
waste their
that Rick is on
resources.
is a branch. It's not the main one, or it's a different branch, and they have had a lot of issues from
Yeah.
what I've heard.
Oh, and see, everything I've ever seen on documentaries about them, they have been, 110% on their cases. So
But there's different like branches
that's
of it.
credibility. That, to me, that gives, probably wrongly, that them taking it on, to me,
They
that
got
gives
off,
him absolute credibility.
What's his name? Oh,
What's his
the guy who killed his wife with the diabetes medicine years and years ago. Teresa, you probably know who he is. What was his name? They got him
Okay.
off. He went to jail for it, and she was rich, and he killed her using her diabetes medicine.
Oh, I don't.
And he was
Oh,
in jail.
yes.
The innocent Klaus von Bülow. That's it.
Ah.
Wow.
Klaus von Bülow, yeah. And he got all the money and stuff, and they got him off, but I still think he did it too. But
Okay. I would think the amount of resources that go into fighting these cases, that they would be pretty sure they're on the right track. It'd look pretty silly if they got somebody out of jail who then went and offended again, wouldn't they?
Well, that's the whole Stephen Avery case. He was wrongly incarcerated for that rape and assault of that lady. And then he got out. And then, in my opinion, the boyfriend and the brother killed that lady. And the cops planted it on Stephen to retaliate against his lawsuit.
Really? Gosh. Allegedly.
In my opinion.
Treat or Joe Bob Chicken Lady said she's going to send it to you. It's for worsted weight. She wants to know what size you're making: teen, small adult, or large adult.
Small adult, please. I really don't have a fat head. Just a big mouth.
Well, at
Unlike
least that
Neil.
pattern is size inclusive. I mean, unlike a certain bodega.
Thank you, Lynn.
People who
I just,
criticize
I would like a
designers
nice
for not
cable
being as
hat.
inclusive. So
If it's, did you say it's worsted weight?
that's what it says. That's what she says.
Cool. Yeah, cool. I've got plenty. That'll be nice. Thank you. I just want to do one in solid colour for myself, like a classic look cabled beanie, please.
Which
Thank you.
Which pattern is it? Oh, someone's asking Chicken Lady.
Well, yeah, just a classic cables would be really cool. A nice hat, so I can redeem myself after this messy bun incident. Cover up my hair. Oh my goodness.
Not everyone can pull off the messy bun bathrobe podcast.
Clearly,
Yeah.
clearly
Obvious.
I'm not.
Clearly, it's a Tabitha thing.
Yeah.
It's a young person's gig. Clearly.
I still want to do a podcast with you and Neil and talk about the true crime cases that first really got us hooked.
Oof.
Yeah.
Which ones were that? Oh, it's like when we first were introduced to true crime, or when we
Yeah.
all like became
No,
friends?
no.
Oh,
No.
With the crime cases that
I
actually.
solved the John Benet Ramsey case when I was 9 years old. That was my introduction into true crime.
I read Helter Skelter when I was 9 years old. and
Yeah,
that was-
Helter Skelter.
And then I heard about Chappaquiddick.
Yep.
And so
And In Cold Blood is another one.
Yeah, I read that one when I was about 12,
Mhm.
which was probably not a book for a 12-year-old. Neither was Helter Skelter for a
No.
9-year-old.
No.
My mother would get books from my aunt, and she had this cabinet where she put all these paper books, and some of them were like normal, regular, like nonfiction, and there was a lot of the Harlequin romance books. And so when she was busy, I would go in the cabinet because I read everything I could get my hands on. It didn't matter what it was. I just read all the time. And so I read a bunch of those Harlequin books, and I read Helter Skelter and In Cold Blood. Probably some other things I shouldn't have at that age, but it's
Yeah.
all good. Oh my God, Neil. He was convinced his dad was the Yorkshire Ripper. Oh my God, that's
That's so sweet. How cute of you. What gave you that idea, Neil? I need to know.
yeah. Yeah, we need to talk about that, Neil.
We need
That's
to
so funny.
just lay down on the sofa, put your feet up, and let's have a chat about that, shall we?
Yeah, I've never thought anyone in my family was a serial killer, so
Mm-mm.
I would not win never ever with Neil.
Wow. But you know, every
Look,
time I have to go on some sort of physical exercise, like a walk or a hike, I always do hope I come across a body just to make the day interesting.
He said
I'm always
he was
looking
all
in the long
the way where
grass
the body
and
was
the
found.
swamp.
And the drawing
Come
looks like him.
Come on. Tell me you've not been on a hike and thought our day could get better if we find, you know, some half
I
manky
thought I
body
found-
in the long grass or
I
the
thought
swampy
I found
water.
a human skull one time because my history teacher in New Jersey, there's a lot of the historic buildings from Revolutionary times. And there was one that my history class, we got volunteer hours for helping them clean it up, and they were going to restore it. And we were cleaning out all the leaves and the dirt and junk from it. And I came across some bones, and I thought that I
Yep.
got all excited because I thought they were human bones, and it turned out they were not.
Oh,
for a minute
I'd
there,
do
I thought
anything to get
There
out
was
of a
some
hike.
revolutionary warrior, who got murdered or shot. And I was very excited till I found out that they were probably dog bones.
Oh, well, that's,
So Neil
you
said
know,
the drawing looked like him, and he was always away when a body was found.
Neil.
Are you sure
Oh
you
my
said that, Neil? Because you know they're going to come after you now for that.
Gosh, Neil, were you on some hallucinogenic stuff back then? It's
What case was it
crazy.
for you, Therese? Oh, Therese isn't here.
Oh, Teresa's gone.
What made you
I've
get into
offended
true
her.
crime, Joe Bob?
Well, for me, it was The Dingo's Got My Baby
Oh, yeah, that
Um,
one too.
with Lindy Chamberlain, because when that all happened, I was like, oh, she killed her child. Oh, she dressed her little baby in a black dress. Oh, it's evil, evil. But then as because that was all the media hype. Then as the court case went on, I had a couple of experiences myself with dingoes. And I, you know, as an adult walking along a trail in a national park, and I was suddenly surrounded by dingoes, like stealthily surrounded by dingoes. And I had to grab a big stick, and I was really frightened. It really, really frightened me how 1 minute there was nothing, you know, I thought I was the only one on the trail by myself. And the next minute I was completely surrounded. Completely every way, which way I looked, I couldn't turn back. I couldn't keep going forwards. On the side of me was thick forest. I was completely surrounded by a pack of dingoes, scared the heebie-jeebies out of me, and I may have pooped my pants a little bit. And then another time, I was watching my own dogs, because all the argument to me was, well, a dingo couldn't possibly lift a baby, you know, couldn't carry that kind of weight. But then one year when I was watching my own dogs, I watched, I mean, if you've ever seen a 2-month-old fat, fluffy, giant golden retriever puppy, they're, you know, good 9 kilos to 10 kilos, the way my mum used to feed them up, and bloody heavy to lift, like hefty for an adult to lift. And I watched my mother dog pick up one of her babies and carry it across the yard at over 2 months of age. And I was just gobsmacked. And I thought, when I saw that happen, I was like, absolutely a dingo in the wild is strong and scrawny and muscly. Absolutely, they could pick up a baby and carry a baby.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's a couple of things that happened that really changed my mind very quickly as I experienced the world and saw for myself what a dingo can do and what a domesticated dog can do.
Neil
So,
said he shared an elevator at ABC with Lindy Chamberlain in 1990, and he was dying to ask her if she did it.
Oh, Neil. I mean, it ruined their marriage. It ruined their family. It was just a horrendous. She went to jail for so long. I honestly don't believe, absolutely 100%, she did not do
I never
that.
thought
It
she did.
happened that way.
It was too crazy a thing to say. You know, it just didn't make sense. I never thought she did it.
No, as more information came out about where everyone was camping and parked in the campsite, you know, there were people everywhere. There were people absolutely everywhere. So no, 100, 200, 300% she did not do it. Absolutely no way in the world. And very, very, very credible that a dingo could have carried that baby away. Absolutely.
Well, I don't know who Marina Abramovich was, but Neil said she was there when the baby disappeared.
Yeah. So no, that really, because I got caught up in the hype as a young person that, oh, what a horrible lady, what an evil woman, how could she kill, you know? No, of course not. No. As I've experienced things and watched the documentaries and read more articles about the setup and seen diagrams and photographs of the setup, I really truly believe she was completely innocent. And I just think how awful and how traumatic to go through that, losing your baby in that way. And the years and years and years of trauma that followed with the court case and the accusations. So, no, I don't believe. And that, yeah, since then, I've really become interested in true crime.
Yeah. Elle said a guy broke into her house when she was 16 and she caught him coming through the window, and she ended up having to identify him in a photo lineup and testify in court.
Very traumatic.
So it's scary.
Yeah.
No,
very, very scary.
Helter Skelter got to me.
Mm-hmm.
Is the one that got me.
Have y'all seen that Court TV has an app for your TV, and it's all the trials, and they go back to
the
80s.
Wow.
Like every day of a trial. And it goes all the way back.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Which is kind of cool.
That is.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the way people's minds work are very interesting. I mean, good old YouTube with all of its investigation sort of all the interrogations that you get to see now on cameras and recordings. It's very interesting. Body language experts, body behavior experts.
Mhm.
It's very, very interesting. Better than the old polygraph days.
If you want better reality show, watch the police body cams and the court cameras, the court cases, because oh my God, people are insane.
It's like watching a train wreck, isn't it? You shouldn't be
It
looking, but you
is.
can't help yourself.
Especially the
Yeah.
shoplifters that catch at Walmart all the time. And it's like, and they deny it. And they're like, we have you on camera. It wasn't me. Yes, it was. We have you on camera. But I wasn't going to steal it. I was going to pay for it. But you did it. It's like,
Yeah.
With the jug of milk stuffed down their pants.
Yeah.
yeah, the one was a lawyer and she stole like a couple $1,000s worth of stuff. And it wasn't the first time that week. And she's just like, don't take me to jail. You know, I can pay for it. She's driving like a Lexus and all this stuff. And she's
Oh,
like, this will
wow.
ruin my career. Well, maybe you shouldn't have stolen stuff, you know? Like,
Yeah.
That's like that infamous one on Cops. It was a guy, I think it was in Vegas. And the cops roll up and they knew who he was. And they're like, hey, have you been huffing paint tonight? And he's got this silver paint all over his face. And he's like, no, man, I don't do that. It's just like, oh my God.
well, the DUI ones, the drunk people, it's like,
Oh,
how
yeah.
much you have to drink? Just one. It's always just one.
Yeah.
This one woman they pulled over, she didn't have front tires. There was no tires. She was driving on the rims. And they stop her clearly. And they're telling her, and she didn't believe him. She thought they were lying because he's like, ma'am, you have no tires. Yes, I do. No, you don't.
Wow. What kind of
This other
state would you have
Just had
to
an
be in to
accident
not
and left her
realise
car
you're riding on
and walked
rims?
home. And
Wow.
the people who watched her hit the house with her truck said, oh yeah, she lives up the street. So the cops go up the street and she's in another car with her dad. They were driving somewhere else and they pull her over and she's like, they're like, we're about this accident. What accident? I didn't have an accident. You left your purse in the car. It's like,
Oh, no.
one was a young girl who was taking late night food to her boss
Yep.
and at his house. She's wearing pajamas. It's like 1 a.m. and she went on a food run. It's like, She basically admitted that she was his mistress. Like his wife isn't going to be real thrilled when, you know, she watches this on YouTube.
Wow.
Crazy.
People are crazy. And we get to watch them.
Yeah. The ones that kill me are the ones who are in court and they're like, I don't want this to be on YouTube. And the judge is like, I'm sorry, I ship has sailed.
Too late.
That, you know, but it could hurt my career. Well, ma'am, you should have thought of that before you did what you did.
Well, and the thing is, everybody's got cameras nowadays. Every single
Yeah.
person on the planet's got
Well,
a
that's because
camera.
everybody starts filming before they go to help anybody.
Yeah.
That's what's insane. You know, you see these videos of these kids getting beat up by their kids and everyone's standing around and not one person's trying to help them. There's 15 kids with phones filming it and putting it on Instagram, Facebook Live. And it's like, really?
I can't watch those videos. It breaks my heart watching these kids hurt each other like that. Really vicious.
It is. And that kid, that 6'8" guy who beat up the teacher's aide, that one.
Oh, yeah.
And she refused to ask for leniency. She wants him charged fully because
Good.
she's like, he does not need to be out in the public. And his family and his adopted mom are just like, oh, he's just gentle and it's not fair. And, you know, he's a good kid. And he nearly killed this woman. She has brain damage and permanent hearing damage. And
Oh, gosh.
like, it took like 3 people to get him off her.
Yeah.
And it's all on video. So it's like, I don't understand this. Well, we need a trial thing. No, you don't need a trial. It's pretty much, you know, on video.
Pretty awful.
Yep. Who's going to go After this, go watch documentaries about the Yorkshire Ripper now. And see
If they can
if
plot
it looks
Neil,
like
plot it to
Neil.
Neil.
That's terrible. Imagine thinking your own father is off there doing heinous things. Wow.
It is awful.
Oh, Neil probably loved it, thinking he's had a celebrity as a dad.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna be famous.
One way or the other. Oh my goodness.
And then he went to a life of crime.
Yeah.
He's
No,
a felon.
I got to be fair. That shawl you made in Cherry Pick and Felon, it was the first time I'd really seen the color knit up, and it is really pretty.
It is pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
pretty color.
It's gorgeous.
He said
And I
he'll
didn't
send
even
me-
realize you said something about the cream versus the white. I thought it was all the same. You can't tell
Yeah.
on the camera.
No.
He said
Cannot
he's
tell
going to
on
send
the
a picture
camera.
of his dad in the 70s so we can compare. No. But I like the colorway. Lynn did a good job. I mean,
Mhm.
No, it's I don't know. Part of me, I love the pattern, but I don't know, because it's so busy on this part, you don't
Yeah.
see that very well.
I mean,
But
I
Oh,
didn't see it until you pointed it out. When you first showed it the first time, I didn't notice that it was white and off-white until you pointed it out.
yeah,
yeah,
not at all. Looks good.
It does look good.
But-
And I'm not just saying that because,
because it's your design.
Yeah.
I've got a ton of yarn. I have like half a skein of the Cherry Pick and Felon left over, but I forget that base I bought was 115 grams.
Can someone just clip Tabitha saying I've got a ton of yarn, please, and just put it on loop?
You're one to talk, Joe Bob.
Yeah, your tubs and your shed and your.
I do not have yarn in my mobile office, so I'm not that bad.
Really, I do for emergencies. I've got 4 different choices in the back of the
I do
car.
have a bag in my car.
I have a bag. I have my knitting bag that's in the car that I do in the pickup line, but I don't have tubs of choices.
You don't want to be like
Stash.
Annie. Annie went to knit night. Annie went to knit night without any knitting, without any yarn in her car, no emergency yarn pack, nothing. How could you beat Annie? Annie, pick up your game. Good grief. I couldn't believe it. I'm listening to her thinking, well, you're with the wrong person because I've got a stash in the back for all occasions. Different yarn weights, different colours. However the wind takes me, that's the way I blow. Really, how could you not? Who does not, come on, confess, who does not have an emergency yarn stash in their vehicle?
I don't have a stash
don't.
on project.
Shame on you. You are not a real knitter. You are not a real knitter.
Well,
Learn it
I
tomorrow.
happen to live in an area where people like to break into cars, and
Hmm.
I really
Oh.
don't want them to break into my car and get.
Yeah,
It doesn't
I
have to be the good stuff.
I have a bag. with
All I have is
with
good
learn it
stuff. Have you seen my stash?
Yes.
Yes, I own some of your stash. I know it's the good stuff. But really, I mean, like I've got a hat there, like those 3 balls there, and I've got 3 brown balls and 3. Hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on, I'll be right back.
She's going to the stock room. It's in the back.
Yeah, but a lot of that she brings to show. So
Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me just show the girls.
Neil doesn't have a vehicle, so he can't weigh in, I guess, about a yarn stash in the car.
These girls are.
I don't even know if I can fit my stash in my car. I have a Suburban.
Yeah, I don't know if your stash would fit.
Okay, emergency stash. Ready? A needle, circular, probably 4 mil because, size 6. 1 ball of blue Joe Sharp, super soft, extra long fibre, 100% wool. Thanks, Joe Sharp. You never know because that could be the start of something. But then if you got really excited, you've got DK 8-ply Heather, 100% New Zealand wool, you know, because, you know, that could be a scarf if the mood took you that way,
Mhm.
right? That way. And then, you know, because they're darker colours, you might be in the mood to cast on a pair of mittens in Joe Sharp, Silk Road, Aran Tweed. You just never know. Like if you want to go for something lighter. And then if you're thinking, well, that's all very boring and I want something really super soft, you go the old Jaeger wool silk. You go the old Jaeger wool silk. 3 balls of that. 3 balls of that. Because you just never know where the mood's going to swing you if you're stuck in your calf or going to an appointment or just running away from home. Like you just don't know.
Well, I'm trying to
So
cut down on the number of my whips, so I don't know if it's a good idea if I have just my knitting needles and yarn in my car for whatever the mood strikes me. If I'm trying to go down the whip pile,
well, this sort of like it's not in a project bag, you know,
so it doesn't
growing
count.
in the living room.
It's
I've
not
got
in a
wool
bag. It
for
doesn't.
all occasions. The Tweedy.
Someone tell
and, you know,
Shauna stitches.
the 4 mil needle is universal. It really is. You can do a hat, you can do a scarf, you can do some mittens, you can even do
A
some
Burnett shawl.
Burn it,
Could do a murder
shawl.
knit shawl. That's what I'm using right now. Is a size 4 millimeter.
Yeah, so
Right there.
you know, I've got the Aran Tweed, I've got the silky Jaeger, I've got the Workhorse 100% wool for a scarf if that mood swings me, or if I just want to pump out a little luxury 8-ply DK hat in the blue. That's a nice colour for a cable hat, but I wouldn't have enough probably for cables. 98 meters. Like I just like to have options, and I was really excited to find this. What's this one? A 4 mil. Yeah, look, 4 mil sharps, higher sharps. You never know. So now I've got 2 of them in the car. I might start 2 projects. I might lose my mind and start knitting all the things. Everyone's got to have
Do
a
you have
car
a row
stash.
counter? Because I can never
don't
find
need
my row counters. You
Oh,
don't
really?
need a row. Oh, well.
I don't use them. They're little flippy ones. I got the little plastic ones that go on the needles, on the end of your needles. I don't use them because I can count stitches. I can read my.
Mm.
So I don't use them, but I'll send them to you.
Liz always has a project bag in the car, but not stash.
Right.
Lynn, these are projects, sort of, just not in project bags. No pattern.
They don't count. They don't count if they're on a project bag.
They're Schrodinger's projects.
Oh, hang on. I've got the project bag of all project bags.
Oh no, Baker Street Knits has one good 4 millimeter and one okay 4 millimeter, and can't find either right now. They've been
Oh
missing.
no.
There are probably a couple projects you put somewhere that have your needles.
Annabelle, have you got that project bag? The girls are giving me shit about not having a project. Oh, thank you, love.
Who's she talking to? Who's Annabelle?
Not the
Yeah, my assistant.
Is that
in
the
back
body in
office.
your trunk?
Oh,
Who's Annabelle?
Yay.
Oh yeah.
You have an OG project bag.
I have
Hang
no
on, let
Does
me
it match? Does it match though, like Denise?
Nobody
stash in my project bag. Hang on, where am I here?
Oh,
I have
that's
one.
rude, Lynn.
I've
saying
got
she only
the
has
project
She has
bag.
less
I
than
have
5.
one.
That's rude. I have one too, but
See?
it's not in this room, so I have to go find it.
It can go in the dryer.
Bet you didn't expect that, Tabitha.
No, I didn't.
Okay, now we're getting the call out portion of the show.
You know, project bag. I need some patterns. Hang on, Lynn's going to supply me with some patterns, and I'm all good. Then I'm a real knitter. Okay, smarty pants.
Well,
So take that. Take that. Reach for the stars, shawl. Take that.
too bad it's not a
I hope
murder.
you're- I hope your stitches are off.
You know they're not. You know they're not. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Diana, I agree. She's afraid to keep the good stuff in her car. What if it's stolen and not covered by car insurance?
Right.
Sweetheart, when you have as
add-
much yarn as Tabitha and I have, they can steal whatever they want. Seriously, we've always got more where that came from.
Yeah, that's not the point. That
Oh,
they
I
have
want to
each one
do that,
special.
shawl.
I would cry if they got my Tuscan knits yarn. You can't
Right?
replace that.
Oh,
No.
no, that's true. I've got that stashed. I do have that
So-
stashed.
Who's going to run out and buy those new Chowgu Fortes for $350?
No.
No, thank you.
I mean, if they want to send us a set to try, we'd be happy to review
Yeah,
it on
by
the
all
show.
means.
But,
Oh, if you want an honest review.
well, looks like a bunch of people bought them, or they sent them out to a bunch of people because a lot of people.
Oh.
did.
So, I like my liquor.
They were on
copper
a-
needles. These are
They
good.
were
I
on like
really
a
enjoy
special
knitting
pre-order.
Yeah,
these. I like these
Yeah.
poppers. They're
I need
easy
to
on your
pre-order
hands.
something.
Popper liquors.
Bye, Lynn.
Bye,
So
Lynn.
easy on your
Kind of
hands.
acrylic on top of your project bag in the car.
Oh, the tweakers where I live wouldn't. They don't know what good yarn is, so I don't know.
True. No, I always got yarn in the car. Gosh. You should see when I go away for a road trip and I take one little overnight bag with clothes and 3
Yep.
bags for knitting. Really?
Yeah.
Always gives me
Never
Yeah,
Forget
the
shit
first
about
thing
it.
I think is what the project, clothes,
Yeah,
now
gotta
just
have
throw something in a bag.
Gotta have options. So I always take like 2 or 3 options of knitting. Okay, let's be honest. I take 3. I definitely take 3 different projects. But you know, all you need is your jammies and your knickers, and you're good to go as long as you've got your wool.
Yeah. Elle says a lot of people got the needles for review, and her yarn store got a set for pre-orders for people to see, I guess, for pre-orders.
Okay. And so what's new
Driftwood.
about them? What material
Well,
are they
Driftwood
made
got
of?
a set.
They're carbon fiber and wood.
Oh, I like carbon.
smaller-
My carbon DPNs are awesome.
Yeah.
But wood?
The smaller
Hmm.
sizes are carbon, and then the larger ones are ebony, I think.
Oh, okay.
But they have metal tips.
Mm,
They
Yeah,
have the
yeah.
Chowgu metal tips on them.
Yeah, like the carbons. Yeah.
I would like to try them if you could buy an individual set to try, like just one size.
hmm
I don't need to buy $350 worth of them.
Wow.
I like the carbon needles.
Yeah, I have some of
Yeah.
them.
I wish she could take a carbon needle and put a Chowgu cable.
Yes.
'Cause I
Yeah.
hate the cable on the
hmm
carbon.
If you get
I
the
wish that you could do
mindful
that.
cables, the Knitter's Pride mindful cables, they're the metal ones. So they're better than the other ones, and you can use them on any of the Knitter's Pride or Knit Picks or Knit Pro. They all or Leica. They all use the same size cable. So you can use
'Cause I
them
hate the
on any
floppy, limp
Yeah.
cable. I like a good stiff cable.
Someone
like
Elle
that
looked at the
type.
set and said it just felt off at the join.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I hate that.
First ones, the 1.0s, they were having problems with, and then they came up with their 2.0s or something.
hmm
I have a set of the carbons, not a set, one carbons that's size 1. So for socks, and the join, one of the metal parts, it keeps catching the
Mhm.
yarn. So it's like, it's a waste.
I
No,
like them for
it's a
socks
waste.
because they don't break. I use 2.0 millimeters for socks, and they don't break like wooden ones do or bend. So I like them for that.
hmm
No, I don't like wooden needles at all because I'm a super fast knitter. I like it to be slick and fast. I'd even people say no, you should use wooden needles for slippery silks or lace, and I'm like, no, thank you. I much. I have to
Well, I
have
use-
metal
I
needles
have
all
a
the way.
circulation issue, so I can't use metal needles. They hurt my hands after a while. So I use the wood or the carbon.
Yeah, but I even like, where was it? That acrylic shawl. I've shown you these before. I really, really like this metal cable. It's got a coating of plastic over it, but it's, don't know if you can see it. It's metal.
Yeah,
Hmm.
these lantern
Sorry, it's
moons
probably
have
not-
that too.
it's
They have
probably-
that cable in a plastic.
Yeah, it's in a plastic, but it's metal. I really, really like them to knit with. Really, really like them to knit with. And they were the Chinese Addies, the Chinese made ripoff.
My
Or the
problem with
Chinese
Shoku-
version, the Chinese manufacturer. I don't know, but they did have that. They came in Addy containers, plastic packets, but they weren't labeled as Addy. It was just manufactured by Addy on the back of them.
Well,
Raya
Shoku,
brand,
I have a
something
problem
like
with
that.
it because I don't like having the different size cables for different size needles because then you have to have the, worry about whether or not your cable's going to fit or.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've done that. I've bought the higher cables because that's all the local yarn shop stocks, but I don't really use them. I use these, I've got the liquor set, so I really like them that I bought a couple of Christmases ago for myself. So if I have to use a cable, I automatically go to these first. And I don't like higher sharps, though that 4mm was one because that's all they had in stock that day when I decided I needed a needle in a pinch. Even though I've probably got about 8 different 4mm circular needles in the 16-inch. I keep misplacing them in project bags and forgetting
do
where
that.
they are.
I have a set of the Knit Picks short ones, and I like them because they're only 2 3/4 inches. They're
Oh, I need a
interchangeable.
set of
for-
those.
Those are nice for hats and sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get them
Sleeves.
on sale. Picks does their needles 25% off. You can get a set for like $40.
So
it's
who
got, like,
makes those? Who makes the little needles with the different size tips? The circulars.
I have
One
a
tip
pair of those
shorter
in
than the other.
flexi flips. I have a pair of them.
Flips.
I have a couple.
are
I
Of
think it's Addy flexi flips.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's everybody makes them now too, though. Not just
Yeah.
Addy. Though Liz,
Yep.
But my
Liz got some on Teemu, and she
Oh,
said
I've
they
got,
were really good.
I've got flexi flips. No,
I
I've
use them for
got
socks.
flexi flips.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I'll be right-
No, I mean just the fixed circular that people have got, and one side's got a longer tip and one's got
Oh.
a shorter tip. Like the little, I'm
Who makes
guessing
them?
9-inch ones.
Is that
I've
Haya
seen-
Haya maybe?
Using them for socks. I don't know who makes them.
I don't think it's
I wouldn't
Chugga.
mind-
It might be Haya Haya.
Okay, I wouldn't mind getting hold of one of those and checking it out, see if it makes a difference. Because I'm a DPN girl for socks, as you know. But I would be, and I've done flexi flips
Mm-hmm.
for socks or for little garments like little kids' sleeves and things like that. But my DPNs are much faster than flexi flips, just from years and years of practice. I wouldn't mind
Mhm.
trying one of those little circulars because
I
a
have-
9-inch circular. Ugh.
Yeah, I have a 9-inch. They say you get used to it, but I just feel like I have giant hands. They're
Yeah.
just like, because they're so small.
Ooh,
So you have to build up muscle memory with those too.
Elle said she
Mm-hmm.
got some circulars in Norway that were made by Sandisgarn, and they're amazing and inexpensive. So I've never heard of those.
Okay,
Great
have to look at their
technique.
website. Wouldn't mind trying one because I've had the little Knit Pro ones. They're the wooden ones, aren't they? For the little circulars.
Well, they
And I
have
do
metal
like
too.
them. Yeah, I need
do
metal.
the
I only
metal.
got wood ones because they were at a fibre festival, and I went past the stall and said, "Oh yeah, I'll have those in different sizes." So I grabbed some, but they're tiny. They're not even 9 inches. They're tiny ones.
Christine says she has one of the little circs. You can have it, Joe. She doesn't like using them.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Christine. Oh, okay. Let's get in touch because I wouldn't mind trying it. The one with the shorter end and the longer end, the little circs. I would really like to try it. I'll do you a swap for something. I'll purchase you a ball of yarn or something and swap you. That would be great.
Yarn from her car.
From my
Sure.
OS.
Stash.
No, not yarn from my car. Gosh. I'll get you a gift certificate to a yarn
50%.
shop that you want to go to, and you can choose your own yarn. That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah, she said just need to get your address somehow.
Sure,
these-
I'll give it to you. Are you ready? It's Joe Bob at.
You just
That wouldn't be a good idea.
No,
Yeah,
it's
these are the
okay.
9-inch Addies, but both of the needles
Oh,
are the
shut
same length.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not what I'm looking for.
yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you're looking
Right,
I
so
don't
you're
know.
doing socks on
I
those,
think
but
the
how many
highest.
stitches?
Um,
64?
How many
Are you on the Telegram app? Because if you are, you
You
can
can-
message Joe directly.
Oh, yeah, Christine is. Yeah, she is. I've chatted to her before.
Yeah, so you can send her a message on Telegram and you guys can work it out.
Yeah.
She said
I
she
mean,
doesn't need any more
We
yarn.
chatted last week about where we live, but yes, I know we can get hold of each other. Thank
You
you.
can't say that on our
I'll
podcast. You can't say you don't need any more yarn on our podcast because clearly that is a lie.
Is that what she said? Is that what she said? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cheers. I'd like to try them. I really, really would, but I just didn't know what brand they were. And I don't know how the heck you fit 64 stitches on one of those. They're too
You
big.
do. No,
You do.
it fits.
Okay.
Circular. I know Shauna Stitches uses 9-inch circulars for her socks.
I just have to figure out
I
maybe a different way of
And the
folding
crazy
them.
sock lady does too.
Hmm.
I tried it
got
one
8-inch
time with
circular.
socks and it was no.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
have Hulk hands. I have to figure out a way to hold it.
Yeah. With your fingertips.
Or something.
No, I use Magic Loop for socks when I did them.
I don't know how.
Did on my Murder Knit shawl.
Yay.
I think this
Really?
is
You
coat
did
yarn, but I don't
sock?
remember the color.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Look
it's real
at
simple,
that.
Joe. You can knit one too.
Mhm.
Make
I'm
Tabitha
good.
happy.
I've got my reach for the stars and my
don't-
supernova. So I'm pretty busy right now.
I don't understand why you don't get that shawl pattern.
Do you know how many times I've frogged the fucking thing? Seriously, it's a bloody pain in the ass. I've frogged it at least 8-9 times on different yarns that I've tried to use. I don't know what it is with me and your Murder Knit shawl.
You have to
I
get a
don't
few
know.
rows into
Because
it,
it-
Joe.
It's not a friend of mine. It's just not. It doesn't like me.
It's probably
And
when
then I look
everybody
at
was
it and go,
pissed
which
at me and you were
side are you
knitting
on?
it and you were just like, oh, that bitch Tabitha. So you're just like, not even gonna.
Done this to torture me.
Says you have to learn not to grip the needle too hard on 9-inch circulars. Says Diana,
Okay.
and she's a flicker if that matters.
Diana, I'll have a glass of wine before I try. But I've got 8-inch and they're just too small. Like I said, they're teeny tiny. And they're wood, which I don't like wood. Do not like wooden needles. I'm just thinking actually, in my wool room, I've got a giant vase, like a big fat, not a vase, it's like a huge ceramic barrel, absolutely chock-a-block with straight needles that I haven't used for so long. Maybe I should give them away. And then I'll need that needle.
And so
I do like straights. I'm faster on straight needles. I should get them out, whip them out, and get this shawl crack-a-lackin', this one that I'm doing now. No, honestly, Murder Knit shawl, any wool, any gauge, I'm sure it's very popular, super popular, and people have made beautiful shawls from it. I just can't, it doesn't
not
like
Joe.
me.
Maybe you should try the Morticia shawl.
Yeah.
what
Yes.
It's only one increase on one side. That's all
Yeah, I
it
saw
is.
that. So it's just a triangular shawl. That's pretty
No,
ordinary.
it's the Morticia shawl.
Oh, the
rude.
Morticia shawl.
It's special, Joe.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's pretty ordinary. It is pretty ordinary when you think about it. Not like the beautiful design of that ugly cat shawl with its short rows and wedges of colour, different textures.
That nobody has knitted, by the way.
I think Morgan,
Only Neil has knitted.
Sarah was working on hers, and Annie was working on hers, but I don't think any of them have finished.
Yeah, 0 finished ugly cat shawls. You know how many Murder Knit shawls there are out there in the world? Fucking billion.
Hundreds.
I have like 5 or 6. Yeah.
Don't get carried away
Amy's,
with yourself.
Amy's knitting one right now, I think, or she was.
Hundreds. Really?
Though I do love that Clue cow that Mama Drury just finished test knitting.
Oh,
for
yeah.
me. That's
Oh,
super,
colours.
that's super pretty, and she sharpied her yarn too to make it. So, Anne's not the only one.
Is that not going to run in her washing machine, or she's never going to wash it?
It sets. I think you set it like you can any other dye.
Really, with a bit of vinegar and off you go. Fish and chips.
Yeah, because I watched a dyeing video where someone used highlighter and Sharpies. So
I use vinegar as fabric softener, and my clothes don't smell like fish and chips.
Sherry
Oh,
says
I
look at
thought you used it in your hair. What do you use in your hair? Look, my hair needs help. This is ridiculous.
Joe.
Whoa, look at
Sherry
that.
said-
Fancy.
Joe, Sherry says the Addy 10-inch circulars are the ones with the larger needle than the other. The 10-inch.
Oh, 10
Addie,
inches.
10-inch. Oh,
And-
okay.
Oh, I
And-
won't be able to make a pair
Directed
of
at
socks with 10 inches.
And Pinkava says the murder knit shawl is also awesome if you want to rip off the shape for your own pattern, or so I've heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's no ripping
Lord,
off
getting
anything. There's
murdered
only,
on
only so many
14th Street.
stitches in the world.
and Neil
And you
said that
can-
the-
Go ahead. Where?
So.
That shawl, you can adapt it so many different ways.
Yeah.
I've done it as written. I did it in stockinette because I wanted the yarn to be, featured.
I did it adding
You can
eyelets.
Add eyelets. You can add, yeah.
Wow. Make it up as you go.
This looks could kill.
I'm fine.
If Jane, if you go to the Knit Night podcast Instagram, it's in one of our posts a few weeks ago. Is the murder knit shawl pattern? It's right on our grid.
Oh, yeah.
You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
it.
But it's in Block Magazine. I forget what issue of Block Magazine I
Can I
had it
tell
in.
you though, since we
It's
posted
early.
that, we got more questions on how to knit and different.
Yeah. How
questions
the fuck do you do this?
on that post than any other post we
I
had.
said
I
it
got
every
all
time.
these questions about like, well, what about this and how about that? And I don't see this. Like, we need
Wow.
Tabitha here to do customer service for us.
Gosh.
It's yeah, it's open
that-
to all sorts of interpretations. Just let your creative imagination go wild.
She said, "Sock wonder, Addie." Lisa says,
Oh, sock wonder Addie. So it is an Addie. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I will do some research. Thank you.
they have them at Hobby.
Yeah,
And
well,
Judy. I bet you they have them on Amazon too. Yep, they do.
on Amazon. I'm
Mhm.
in.
I mean, I don't know if they have them on Amazon Australia, but they have them on Amazon
Yeah.
US. It's a knit in the front and then in the back and then in the front, Neil. Come on.
Knit front, back,
Knit
front.
front, back, front.
Yeah. Knit in the front of
Yeah.
the stitch, and the back of the stitch, and then the front of the stitch.
You knit in the front,
Tutorial.
you knit in the back, and you knit in the front. And the same stitch.
Don't
See,
ask
Neil?
me why. Don't ask me
Yeah,
why.
people are always snarky.
Well, you
They
could
just
just
think
do
they're
two knit front and backs, couldn't you? Couldn't you
No.
just do two?
Because I copied it off of Andrea Mowry, and that's what she does.
And we want the curve. You just do two knit front backs, you don't get the same curve. Yours is better than Andrew Mowry's though,
For sure.
because yours doesn't come with all the pretension. So
Yeah, because I don't give a fuck.
She gives fucks. You don't.
No,
and you didn't tell everybody it didn't spin cycle, so you know you're way ahead.
yeah,
of me.
no.
Oh my goodness.
That is one yarn I've never seen in person, and I've never.
Nope.
Me
Me
neither.
neither.
I've never seen in person. I have some primrose, which is very similar, and I have some skeins in their flight. I think it is one of them
Oh,
that's
yeah.
very similar with the same type of patterning, but I've never seen spin cycle in person.
Never.
Allegedly, Neil. Yeah, allegedly. That should be a colorway. I'm sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly?
inspired by Andrea Mowry. Yeah,
I think
what's
Lynn
her
had
latest
an allegedly
designs?
colorway, but it wasn't my colors. What was
Her
it?
latest designs are just welts, aren't they? Garter stitch and stocking stitch welts by the looks of them. Are they not? Her traveller
He's-
jumper
He's
and
really
cowl?
jumped on the Stephen West bandwagon of taking one stitch pattern and putting it in every type of shape.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know,
yeah.
though I do like
How
some of
lovely.
how it goes from a shawl to
How
a
lovely
hat.
for her. Isn't she lucky to have all that privilege and time now to do all her hand spinning? How lovely for her. How relaxing. Hand spinning. Hand spun yarn. Look at my art yarn. It just about gave me 3 strokes and a gastric bypass, but
I think you should make this
seriously.
for art yarn, Joe, and we should use it for a giveaway.
I tell you, I had to clench my butt so tight trying to get that yarn right that I just about did myself a number.
Oh, Neil's going to do the Cluedo socks, hat, sweater, shawl, and blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good grief.
If you did a blanket,
Why
you
haven't I
could put
seen?
out like the
I haven't seen this pattern.
it's the
It's
people have been
tricky.
testing it. Here, I'll show you a picture of it.
Neil, you
trick.
bastard!
It's going to be in this issue of the magazine, but I don't think you're in the chat.
Why
with
have I? Oh yeah, no, I'm not in PIK's chat. That's where you guys are talking shit about.
me. That's it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's got the different
Oh.
buttons and everything.
Neil did that?
He designed
No.
it. This was edited by
No.
Mama Dreary, and
He
Morgan's also,
ripped it off from
too.
somewhere.
but I haven't seen Morgan's final one.
See,
saw-
that's all you have to do
And
is
saw
knit a cow
person
and get a
once.
Sharpie out and draw pictures on it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah.
He said he's not really just jumping on the Stephen West bandwagon. Anne saw Spin Cycle in person once. The price put it right out of her mind, though. I agree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And people knit whole sweaters with that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Any yarn companies like Spin Cycle, if you want to send us yarn to review, we'd be happy to do it.
The emotional labor involved. Oh, my goodness. I don't know if I could cope with that kind of responsibility.
We can't do emotional labor, Joe. We're white women. We can't do it, you know.
Could be worse. We could be white men.
The lack of diversity on this show right now is disgusting.
Really?
Well, that's because Neil's not here.
Yeah, our black woman's not here.
Anne says Sharpie is the way of the future.
Yeah, right.
Sharpie your yarns if you don't have the color you need.
Just get a sock
I
blank.
wonder if you could do that with the
and colour
metallic
your
Sharpie.
own wall.
You could put metallic Sharpie on a yarn and make it like a Christmas yarn if you needed one.
You guys are nuts.
This is getting out of control now.
You
Well, I would
are
do
out
it
of
on
control.
acrylic, not on good yarn, but
Not on good yarn.
Get out the red
hell?
heart.
because then I'd have to answer to the yarn dyer and say, "What did you do to my yarn?" You know.
I purdied it.
It's a lovely cow. Neil's coming up with some very intricate, difficult designs that I couldn't be half-assed to even look at, to be honest with you, because I'm a lazy knitter. Seriously.
Totally done the
I'm
entire
going with
version
the-
of it, but she's that.
I'm
kind.
going with the reflections of the mind cow. That's more my speed.
Yeah.
That's
Give it
more
a cast
complicated
on
than
one of
for a
those.
knit shop.
Well, I'm casting on a tube. I mean,
So
we're gonna do it
Tabitha, with
special
that
wool.
cow,
Yeah.
do you just knit it
Bare arm
until
cow.
you run out
Yeah.
for the okay?
Do
Because
the
I have
mini and then the full skein.
okay.
Oh, I have to
Hmm.
do the mini first.
No.
I'll have to weigh this yarn. I have some leftover yarn. It's a lot, but I don't know if it's enough.
Well, you can always
Oh.
measure it too. I have like a big old honkin' double chin that jiggles and goiter. So you have a much slender neck than I
At
do. So
least
you
it's
can probably
not in
get
your
away with.
yarn like Denise. You
Yeah,
know.
go.
No.
Denise will knit you a cow.
Yeah, I don't have a goiter in my sweater, by the way. It's a normal.
Goiters.
So they should design the sad movie cowl with a pocket for the tissue on the inside.
Go ahead.
Not a bad idea, Joe.
But in Block magazine.
Oh
you
no,
never-
my
Fuck.
Grow a beard, Tabitha.
Your tablet that hides the chins.
designs are too ordinary. I'm not as tricky as Neil. Neil likes all the tricky stuff. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
that nobody fits.
He hurts my brain.
Hey, a bunch of
All that
people started
math.
the ugly cat shaw.
Yeah, they started it.
Well, to be fair, you said you were going to change the yarn on yours, so
No, well, yeah, and the needle size but
And the
Neil,
designs
The directions.
and they're the weapons. Take the pawns out. You want queens. Queen
it's
Tabitha
gonna be the new
cow.
it's the new Gomez shawl 2.0.
It's
Gonna rewrite it,
more
put
painted
it.
in black.
I mean, what? I don't understand. What are the pawns for? Why
Pawns?
pawns? Yeah.
Those are you move them, the pieces that you move around.
On the
Everybody
they're the pieces that get knocked down and shat on first. Why do you want to have pawns around your neck? I want a queen cow, please. Tabitha, design me a
Aw.
queen cow.
Anne says it's okay
Tiara.
to be
Oh,
Made a
so I can
million
wear it
parts.
on my head.
and didn't start a trend. So
Can you do me a crown on the cow so I could just wear it on my head like an absolute imbecile, but I'll have a tiara. I won't pull it all the way down. And then if I'm feeling like a commoner, I can just turn it inside out and have my crown on the inside where it counts.
You can be like Nitty McPurley, Devin's little girl. She has a knitted crown that she wears all the time.
yeah, there's a few
Okay.
patterns for knitted and crochet crowns out there.
Oh, don't worry about it, Tabitha. I don't want you to be accused of knocking off someone else's design.
You think I give a shit?
Let's see.
Oh, the queen cow,
Her gauge
please.
will be different because Tabitha doesn't swatch, so we won't know what the gauge
Yeah.
is. So right
Nope.
there, right off the bat, that's different. She's
I
not
know.
gonna
Neil
have
sent me a
normal terminology. She's going to be like, knit this till you're done.
Any yarn,
Or
any
you
I know.
yarn.
Neil sent me a message. She goes, "My tech editor hates you." Because she wants to know what your gauge swatch is. I'm like, Meredith doesn't do fucking gauges. Is she new?
She knew. Is she new to the world of knitting? For goodness sakes. Not doing that kind of labour.
Don't do the
That's
gauge thing.
beneath you.
If you started doing gauge, I'd worry.
I'd be worried too. Like,
Why do you
wow.
think its cardigan's oversized so that you don't have to do gauge? I am doing an Aran version of that though. An Aran Waits
Of
at
which-
the Luther of the Murder Knits
Of
count.
which one? The Murder Knits
Yay.
one?
The Murder Knits cardigan, yeah. But it's not going to be a wraparound. It's just going to be a drop shoulder cardigan.
Oh.
Aran Waite.
Speaking
That's
of your designs, were you ever going to do the Very Perry Paisley in an adult size, or have you given up on that?
I have to reknit it because the one I did for my daughter, the gauge was too loose and it pilled really bad. So I have to redo the counts on it. So I'll do that this summer.
What?
But if you
What yarn did you?
murder again, I'll have a new Murder Knits cardigan for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll do Summer of Murder in my Telegram.
Really?
Yeah,
Gauge,
Oh,
Anne
yeah.
says, Gauge, what does your heart tell you?
yeah.
That's exactly it. But yeah,
Someone asked me
it's
when to
gonna be
stop
in a-
knitting something, and I said when your ancestors tell you to stop.
it's going to be in the Bouncing Pickles colorway. the new
spiritual
one.
of you.
It's done. I just have to knit it up and write and type up the pattern. I have it all figured out, but
The Murder Knits one or the Very Perry Paisley?
the Murder Knits one, the Very Perry Paisley, I'll get out like in end of April. I'll get it.
What
Okay.
yarn did you use for the Very Perry Paisley?
That
I
looks
use
nice,
Lynn's
Joe Bob.
MCN,
Yeah, it's
I might
looking
even
good.
knit that shawl.
but I did it at too loose a gauge and
Really?
it pilled. So I need to do it the tighter gauge or a different yarn. And that's on me because I made it too loose.
This is the Rhode Island.
That's what I did the original one in, the Rhode Island.
Yeah, because I did
Okay,
that.
yeah.
I knitted Paisley in the Rhode Island. The
Okay.
one that she has, I have to reknit it because she's gotten too big for it. But this is I have
Mhm.
for the adult size. I have
Okay.
Tradatha.
Then I'll do it in the Rhode Island then for the very
Because
pair.
that one doesn't pill. Paisley wears that every day,
Okay.
and it does not pill. It doesn't. It holds up very well.
Okay, I'll do it in that one then. And then the murder
That's
knits,
lovely.
the Aaron Wade is going to be in Bouncing Pickles because I have that. Lynn, somebody or not Lynn, Joe, somebody wanted to know if that was the the cardinal colorway. Knit and Caboodles wanted to know, so you can tell her no, it's not.
Oh, hello, Knit and Caboodles. You're late to the party. No, it's not. It is It is 3 Irish girls. Adorn Luck Space, and the colorway is called Supernova, which I thought would be great for the shawl, seeing as the shawl is called Reach for the Stars shawl. Recommended to me by Therese, who obviously was drunk at the time because she can't remember that she recommended it to me.
Are you sure Teresa did it not Yo-Yo or somebody?
It was
It
Therese.
was
Therese
2021,
recommended
so it
to
might
me.
have been. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day when I was looking
was
for a
pre-murder
shawl.
shawl.
It was
single
pre-murder
skein.
knit shawl.
Yeah, so
Oh, so let me show you Knit Caboodle. Here you go. It's got plastic on it, so it's not the best. So it starts off just garter stitch and then it goes into a lace. One skein, highly recommended to me by Therese back in the day when she was drinking heavily and can't remember, telling me that I
That
needed
could
to
have been
get hold
last Tuesday, okay? Like
of
or next or this Sunday. Drinking
or the
just
sun. Yeah, no.
the
just
game.
very similar to the Murder Knits shawl, which is an
No, it's
asymmetrical way.
The shape is.
Not really.
Yeah,
Murder
because
got a bit, has a bigger curve to it.
It does have a bigger
So,
curve. Yeah.
no bigger
It's
curve.
not anything like
Make it
it's
how
garter
you want.
stitch.
Get the fuck
It's
out of here,
Well, it's
Joe.
curved. Got a big curve to it. That's not curve.
Oh, here, I'll just curve it. Look, there you go. Now it's got the same curve. Look, it's got the same curve.
That's not quite how knitting works, Joe, but okay.
Same curve. Depends how you
Block
block
it.
it. Same
Block it
curve.
that
Block it in a U shape.
I can do anything.
And then she can
Um,
call it her own pattern. And
Put it in
so
Blog
went stash
Magazine.
diving,
Rock magazine, yes.
stash diving, found this single skein of 3 Irish girls and wondered whatever happened to them because I have a whole tub and it's the only single skein I have. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 skeins in different colorways. I really like their colors. Whoever was their dye master, good job, girly. Beautiful, beautiful.
Very nice.
Yeah, very nice.
So-
And this is the first time I'm trying this pattern as recommended to me by Therese of the Knit Night podcast.
So Tabitha, I thought if you knit that Carol Baskin sweater, you can use it for every
For what?
so you can just use it for Halloween, so you can justify it by saying it's a costume too.
Good.
you
So
go.
is Lynn gone? I want to ask the
Yeah,
chat
she
this,
left.
this question. Okay, so Lynn has a new colorway out, and it's the Meow Meow colorway.
Mhm.
And I
Now,
want to knit a sweater because it's a perfect Tiger King colorway. And I want to knit a sweater and rename it that bitch Carol Baskin. But I don't want to offend the cat who was it was dyed in honor of this dead cat. So let me know.
I'm not going to be offended.
I think they'd be happy that you
Cat's
just use
dead.
the yarn,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
cat's
way out
dead. You can't hurt the cat's feelings. However, the owner might be very distraught and traumatized by you doing that. I doubt
But
it.
Carol Baskin,
Nah, just
So-
do it.
Just do
you
it.
know, I'm gonna make your flower crown for you so you can
Well, I
have the
already
full-
ordered the yarn. So
You what?
what's going to
What way do you do
happen?
what
It's a
weight
done
are you?
deal.
Fingering weight. Because I didn't want it to be heavy because it's going to be a duster.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to write a
Mhm.
pattern, but I didn't
Yeah.
figured if I couldn't write a pattern, I just copy Knitting Curly's pattern because she hates me. And then do that.
Well,
I don't know that
I
she
could
hates
give you
you.
I could give you a long sock pattern, and you could end up being the centerfold of Blocked magazine after all in your leopard print kitty cat socks.
That's
Maybe I
making me
could
want to
design
get-
some undies too, because Anne's all about it at the moment. Anne's all about underwear, knitted underwear. She was talking corsets. She's talking lacy knickers.
Wasn't
I could
Neil
design a
in underwear
lacy
and
knicker
or something.
for you.
I don't
could-
wear
I could-
underwear, so you'd be a waste.
You heard it here first.
Oh boy,
It's
here we go.
Exclusive on the Knit Night podcast. Tabitha does not
Murder.
wear any underwear.
No, I free ball it every day.
I don't know where to go from that. I mean, Tabitha, honestly, you can ask Liz. I did say to her I may or may not be appearing in a dressing gown today, but I'll definitely have a bra on. I
She
did
did
Oh
say
well,
that.
yeah, I don't wear bras, so that's also. I got
you
basset
just
hounds
said-
laughing.
You just said no underwear on our program.
No, I don't wear.
Our reputation. Our reputation. I'm really concerned about our
Really?
reputation.
You're
What
concerned
reputation,
now?
Joe Bob?
We don't
No.
have
You guys
one.
lost that when you had Neil on.
Not really.
Your
What-
reputation went
he
out the
wasn't-
window with Neil.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
had-
he not
we've
wearing
had-
any
Going.
pants? Is that why he didn't stand up?
Yeah.
He was naked. He was naked on our program, on our podcast.
now
Okay.
it's-
Oh, my heart can't take it. Okay. Oh no, Craft Suckers, what will you do with that? I can't wait to read it.
Oh,
Give
well,
you
this
the
is gonna go great on the
thumbs
Emma in the Moment when they do an episode on the crazy women who knit with Neil.
I don't know if she's ever gonna cover Neil or not.
I think she's a
Honestly,
Nobody can. She'll have oh. God, get all the dirt on Neil. Gosh, that'll take half a century of research.
she'll report that his dad was a Yorkshire Ripper.
Allegedly.
allegedly
Oh, how
Yeah.
funny.
episode on the New Yorkshire Ripper again because
No wonder he's the way he is.
she's dragging her
That's
heels.
terrible.
I guess he means Emma.
Therese, we'll have to come up with something for you because, like, Liz is delusional with her French name. I like to dress up in my woke wigs. And what's your angle going to be? Tabitha doesn't wear any knickers. What's your angle?
Knit and Caboodle says knickerless knitters.
Nickerless. Oh, jeez.
Therese, you need to come up with something. You need a
I need a
pseudonym.
stick.
You need a shtick, girl.
I need a
You need a
stick.
shtick. Yeah.
What's the stick? Oh, you got rid of Tabitha. Thanks.
She's like, I'm out of here.
What if
It's like, I'm out of here. I'm going to put my pants back on.
Go put your underwear on, Kev.
Yeah, wait
Her
till Emma
husband's
finds out
watching
about
our
dating
program.
and the cherries. Because he's a felon.
Gosh, I made a mistake in my knitting then, thanks to Tabitha. It's all her fault. I lost my
And
mind there
says-
for a moment.
Ooh, it's a lovely life. Bathing, dressing, undressing, making exciting underwear. Name that quote.
Wow. Wow. Anne Pinkover with her lacy knickers.
What's the definition of an exciting underwear? What makes
Well,
it
I think Anne would like some silk with her merino and nylon so it's fart blaster proof.
During World War II, my great uncle was stationed in Europe and he was a paratrooper and he would send my grandmother home parachute silk and she would make she was a seamstress, so she would sew their camisoles and underwear and shirts and stuff for my uncles
Wow.
and my mom out of parachute silk.
Fantastic.
You'll have to
Gosh,
ask the
silk
ladies of
inside.
Little Anthrax. Okay.
Anthrax, wasn't that a band?
Do they live in a castle?
I don't know that one. I
Were
know
the
how-
ladies?
I think we've lost Tabitha.
We lost Tabitha. She's like, I'm out of here. I can't with these people anymore.
Tom probably heard her say she doesn't wear underwear.
Paisley's come home and said, Mum, where are your knickers?
Oh,
I
Lord.
don't wear any underwear. Famous last words. Wow.
We've
I don't
learned
know.
a lot today.
She is
Yeah,
a
no,
young
no.
lady.
Delusional because
get
you know
away
I
with
have
that
a
kind of
French
thing.
name.
Yeah, your delusional French name.
I didn't make it up though. So
I
am I
know,
the delusional
exactly.
one or the one who calls me it?
No,
Well, we
it's,
know
it's
she's-
the fans. The fans have
The
put you up on that French pedestal.
Amy started it.
Yes. Well, we know
Amy.
she's delusional. So
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay though.
Yeah, two
Okay.
sisters
Oh,
and
Monty
some yarn. We all know that's bullshit. It's two sisters and too much yarn.
They should change the name.
Yeah.
Hi, BS. Yeah,
I'm
you
worried
do
now
have
I've made a mistake in my
time.
knitting. I think Tabitha jinxed me.
Ask
me check.
BS. Ask Neil about the Yorkshire Ripper when you talk to him.
Yorkshire
Yeah,
Ripper.
BS.
Yes.
That's an article. That's an article for sure.
It's going to be a Netflix special and everything.
We'll have his face, you know, with the black over him, and you just hear his voice to protect his identity.
And I'll be like, I know that guy.
Yeah, we'll be the people they interview. Yeah, I
Yeah.
never knew when we first met him. We never thought he could be.
I mean, I thought he was a little weird, but you know, who knew?
Yeah. His dad was the Yorkshire Ripper.
No, it's not that. It's he thought his dad was Yorkshire.
How do we know? How do we know he wasn't now?
Moses.
How do we know who his dad really is?
I don't
How
know.
do we
Joe
know?
Buck,
Wow, that
you
was
better do some research.
that
You
was
better do some internet research.
harsh.
That was some pondering, wasn't it, Therese? That was some pondering I'm doing now. They've
I
blown
know.
my mind.
You're
both
getting
of
you're
them.
getting
They're
very
formidable,
philosophical now.
formidable duo, those two. They're like tag team in the wide world of wrestling.
Tabitha's
Those
phone
two-
died, she said.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know they listen to you, Tabs. You know they can hear everything you're saying, Tabs. I'm not surprised they went
Mhm. Yep.
finish. Get rid of that one. Wow. It's been
Feel
a
like
lovely
it's
chat
sitting duck
today.
right now.
I've frogged something. I've cast on something. I'm continuing to finish my puritanical fun run shawl. I'm
Yep.
full of positive vibes now, and I have all my underwear on.
Am I in
Maybe.
the moment shut it down?
Hammer in the moment. Just
No,
said,
if she had
"Hang
that
on."
power, she would have shut Neil down and DK and Ann a long time ago.
True.
Oh, nobody's bothered.
Thanks
Nobody's bothered.
everybody for hanging out with us again.
It was wild.
Yeah, it was. Oof,
Yeah, we
what a
keep going
night.
in directions I never expected to, you know.
No.
Gosh, I know. You never know. Oh, completely unscripted. How awful of us to just get together and have a chat.
Oh yeah.
Completely unscripted, boring as batshit. But here we
And-
are,
And we
crafting
love
on.
everybody who watches us because
Thank you.
Neil says Andrea Mowry shut it down.
Uh-oh. Copyright.
What? I doubt her pattern looks at all like Tabitha's.
I don't know what she's talking about. I could probably knock out an Andrea Mowry shawl. I could probably do that.
Knitted knickers and going commando, just your typical knitting podcast.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about sex this time though. So, you know.
Well,
Oh,
now you just did. So
thank you. Thank you to Lynn and others who are sending me cable hat patterns. I really appreciate it. If you've got some free patterns for me, I'd like to see them. And thank you to Christine for offering me to try out her needle. That would be awesome. Let's get in touch. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a
Yep.
great afternoon. You've turned
Thanks everybody.
a weird week into a fun one.
We should be
Yeah.
back next Monday and who knows what's going to happen. So because it's Monday and
no telling.
I won't be here. Sorry. Yeah. No, listen, don't miss it. Don't miss it just because I won't be here. Someone else will be here, I'm sure, to sit in my place. I've got some things to do next week. Sorry, girls, forgot to tell you.
We'll miss you.
We'll miss you.
I'll miss me too. Yeah, so far, I believe I'm busy next Monday night. But I'll catch up with you after that.
Okay.
Unless you cancel between now and then, which is highly likely after what you've just all talked about. Like, I'm just sitting here listening.
All right. It's all on us, Joe. That's right. I forgot.
Well,
All right. Well, we will see you guys next week. Bye.
See ya.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.